The world lost one of its most loved superstars, Sridevi, on February 24, 2018. On her 4th death anniversary today, her co-star Rahul Singh, more popularly known as Master Rinku, remembers the actress. Rahul has worked with Sridevi as a child artist in 3 films: Tofa 1984, Balidan 1985 and Sherni 1988. I am the only child artist who has done 3 films with her. In Tofa, which was the first time I met her, I had played her son. Then in Balidan I was her daughter, and in Sherni I played the brother. The last one was soon after Nagina, by which she had become a huge star, recalls Rahul. The actor filmmaker digital creator informs that by the time they collaborated for Sherni, he and Sridevi had formed a great bond. When we were shooting for that film, I would often tell her that once I grow up I'll also play her hero. We would obviously laugh about it. Back then as a child I wasn't really aware of her superstardom, and in all honesty she never let me feel that too. It was truly a great experience working with her, informs Rahul, further sharing that the actress and her sister would often spend a lot of time playing with him on the sets. She was mostly reserved, but with me she was quite friendly. In fact, I remember during the shoot of Balidan and Sherni we would share the same ice box. Back then carrying an ice box was a trend, as there were no vanity vans. She would even tell my mom and would insist that I should focus on my education and take it seriously. Every time we met she would ask me about my studies and would reiterate its importance to me. She had started out as a child artist herself, so she really connected with me, he says. Rahul states that Sridevi had recommended him for Mixad and Masterji as well. Unfortunately I couldn't take them up as I was busy with other commitments, so she would joke with me saying that I have become such a big star that I don't have time to work with her. But she was really good with me. She would bring food from home and we would often share the same tiffin. She would mostly bring South Indian food, but her most favorite was the buttermilk. She would also like this chocolate-flavored milkshake that I would carry with me. Also, whenever we would shoot in Chandivali studio, she would often call for rasgullas and other sweets from a local vendor there, remembers Rahul. It was a difficult one, and at one point she was bleeding too while doing that, but she didn't complain even once. Rahul Singh sharing an inspiring anecdote about the late actress. Rahul recalls once while shooting for Sherni in Mumbai's Film City studio, there was this one rope sequence that she had to do. It was a difficult one, and at one point she was bleeding too while doing that, but she didn't complain even once. She completed the whole scene, after which she applied an ice pack on her feet. That was the sincerity of a massive star like her. Rahul says he regrets not keeping in touch with her. When I was working with Shahid Kapoor as his manager, we were shooting for Kismet Connection, and on another set in the same vicinity Sridevi ji was shooting for an ad with Manish Malhotra. I was supposed to go and meet her, but then I got caught up with some work on my set, so I missed the chance. By the time I got free they had already wrapped up the shoot and left. Till date I regret that I couldn't see her. I am sure she would have met me so warmly, he states, though he connected with her once on Twitter. I had praised her for her performance in English on that platform, which is when she even inquired about me. She is truly one of the best heroines I have worked with, and she genuinely liked me too, Rahul says emotionally. Also read Entertainment Live updates remembering Sridevi, Ritik Saf's Vikram Vedha, Farhan Shibani's Mendy pics.